And we are back for this second hour of our Hereticus campaign, or this session of our Hereticus campaign. And our acolytes just rolled a bunch of dice, a few tests of fear test and a corruption test. And the reason for this is that they're now standing in a massive doorway leading into the central chamber of this facility, Helix. And what you guys see as you look into the central chamber is the chamber itself is a massive processing area. It's the area within the facility where newly arrived prisoners are processed. So it has a lot of holding pens and a lot of checkpoints that prisoners have to go through to be processed, and also there's various inquisitorial iconography. There are upon the walls are mounted huge inquisitorial eyes, the letter I. But what forces you to roll your roll of fear test and a willpower and a corruption test is the vortex of purple energy that dominates the center of the room. Purple energy that is clearly of demonic nature. You can see it, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can hear it. It is, you are looking, you have no doubt about it, into the warp. And in the center of this vortex of purple energy floats a figure, a woman. This woman you recognize, it is
Alvena Iriax.
Alvena Iriax, the woman you are here to retrieve. Her mouth is open in a silent scream. You can't hear any scream come out of her, but it's clear that she is in constant pain. And from the cracks in her skin that you can see on the image of Alvena Iriax, glows the same purple light that you've come to recognize.
Yes.
And that is what you see as you look into the central chamber.
Yes. Do we have any... you said it's a processing facility, right?
Yes.
So are there any... I don't know, cranes or lifting machines or any, anything of the sort that we could use to actually reach out and grab her? Because quite frankly, walking up to that thing and pulling her away from it is not an option.
Aww.
I think as soon as we get in, Tim stops up, slack-jawed, and stares and says, "Shining shoes, that's..."
Cool.
Tim, look away.
He immediately does that.
Okay. Well, to answer your question, Sister Francesca, there aren't any vehicles, cranes, mobile cranes, or anything to that effect.
Okay, so basically there are no walkers here. This is where the likeness to aliens end. There is no get away from her, you bitch moment.
No, what there is though is there are a few. Well, they do look like walkers. They have that same build, but where the what's it called? The cockpit or whatever, yes, where the pilot would sit, there already is a creature fused into the metal.
Oh shit! Are these penitent engines?
No. You would think that they are they are servitors.
Okay, because I was like, Jesus Christ, if these are penitent engines, oh my god.
You think that they are simple-minded. They are automatons basically, single-purpose automatons used to lift. That is their entire purpose, and that is what they are there for, to lift things that.
So for someone who's never been in this place for, what the fuck is it?
It means you have like lifting machines, things that can bring a whole bundle of crates from one end of the building to the other end of the building, whereas no human being would be able to lift them because they weigh 3 tons. So it's like a small truck basically.
Right.
Except there are arms on this thing, and it's got a something that was once a human being fused into them, which is now a mindless drone in the machine.
Yep. I'm going to post a link in the chat to the walker as
they look
in the Aliens movies.
Yes.
Except that the living person in this picture I'm linking to is replaced with this
yes,
fleshy thing. So
yes, but they are basically much the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hard to use it when it's already taken.
No, not really. We just need to get the ones that are already in there to pick her out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Medea, you're good with technology. Kindly try to get these activated and get them to pick her out of that vortex.
It's worth mentioning here, just so you're aware, Medea, you've never had the opportunity to control a servitor before.
I'm sure she has heard of it, but she's never seen one.
Yep. No, she hasn't. She hasn't. Absolutely.
Does she say that?
No, she just said it's hard to operate something that's already taken.
In that case, that's true. It sounds like... So you're not familiar with these?
No,
Well,
but let's see how they work. She goes over and starts seeing if she can get the machinery to
Francesca
react.
levels her weapon on the one she works on just in case it goes bonkers.
Okay.
She takes time to line up a good shot, just in case.
And Akolon and Tim, what do you do, meanwhile?
Good question.
Look anywhere else than the swirly purple woman.
Yes.
I think Medea looks at Francesca, who is taking an aim. Looks like a light goes up for her, and she puts it in your clip.
Smart move.
That is a smart move.
And then we see how many rolls it takes this time.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. I'm going to give you a penalty. And I need to see something before I do. Yeah.
Is it a credit account?
Nope. I'm going to give you a minus 20 to your roll.
Jeez.
Yeah, we see if I can roll 11 or above.
Or below.
11 or below.
It is all right, to say this is not something I feel comfortable with. You do realize that, right?
She does try, but no.
Okay.
So I have to roll below 11. I mean, come on.
So you go over to this walker servitor thing, and these things there's always circuitry in them in some way, because they have to be they're programmed for single purposes or simple purposes. So there is some kind of circuitry in them, and you climb onto this walker, and you remove some of the fleshy bits to get down to the actual circuitry. Parts of the skull you have to remove, but it's simple enough because it's been removed before, so you can just tear it apart. And you start saying what you hope are the proper rights. You try to appease the machine spirit within this servitor. And
Not having it.
well, as it turns
working.
out, it actually does work. Unfortunately for Medea, it works all too well. The machine thing, the servitor walker, sputters into life, and immediately the arms begin to flail around for whatever it is on that's on his back, which is Medea.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So we're going to need some initiatives.
Here we go again.
Hey, it's waking up!
Well, this is exactly why Francesca had lined up her shot, so that if it started doing that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll just...
You
Yeah,
add us?
holding on for dear life.
Oh, the same roll as last time. Exactly.
It's getting better, though. It's warming up to you. I think. 12. Nice.
Okay. So, Medea, you're on the back of this thing. You've had your hands into its circuitry, deep in its skull, and it starts flailing around with these I don't know what you call them, the arm thingies.
Grab her arms.
Yeah. It's your turn to act first.
Well, she doesn't know if she's just supposed to get away from it or shoot it. Is it trying to murder her or just get her off?
There's no way of telling. It just thrashes wildly with those grabbing thingies.
Alright. She will do what she does best. Let go and run away.
Okay, so she hops down from the creature and
She jumps away from the fucker and then gets away because she doesn't want to be stepped on either.
Okay. Sister Francesca.
Yes. When Medea jumps down, does the thing go docile?
Nope.
Then she shoots.
Okay.
And she fires off 2 rounds again. And I've had time to aim. Does that help? She did say that she lined up a good shot.
Well, mechanically the aim only works for a single round.
Yep. All right, then I'll definitely settle for a single round because
Sure,
better
but
having the
if
aim bonus.
One good one.
Sure. And the thing here is, if I can't see why you wouldn't. If you spend a full round, a full action to aim, you get plus 20 to your roll.
Yes, and I've had time to do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
So definitely, it's definitely a plus 20, and
Sure.
that takes me up to. Yep, that's good because that means I am 11 under, so I would have missed if it not for that. That's 52, so I hit it in 25.
Okay.
Which is an arm, the right arm, so I can see it.
Sure. So one of those grab things.
Yes, and. Damage-wise, ooh, nice. That is 14 with 4 penetration.
14 with 4 penetration. Okay. So you shoot at this monstrosity and you hit it. It's difficult to tell how much effect the thing has because the servitor doesn't react. It doesn't scream out in pain or anything.
It's mindless.
Yeah. So there's no way for Sister Francesca to tell how much of an effect her bolt actually did have. But it's still standing and thrashing, and so Tim, my good man.
Yes, well, I imagine actually that maybe not this particular thing, but that Tim has quite a lot of experience taking down machines.
That is a good point.
So half action to aim, and then cold shot for whatever counts as a headshot for this thing.
Okay.
Smart move.
Aww. I don't want that. I'm going to re-roll it. Just because I can.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Submit.
It does not.
I think I'll stop re-rolling. It always gets worse.
Okay,
Smart move,
so
mister.
Tim fires off a round, but misses. Maybe it's the purple vortex.
Being annoying.
Yeah. Who knows?
No.
Akalon.
Yes. Not got any particular psychic abilities that will be of use against it, I don't think.
No.
So, I might just use my last pistol on it.
Okay.
Shoot it!
Wait a second.
That should be if you wanted to use that new one. Lucky.
To do what?
Because that gives you a reroll, including potentially if you hit on your to hit roll.
Potentially. I mean, I could.
Then
Yeah,
you can re-roll your damage, so you can maybe get max damage on it. That would be a way of doing it.
Good point. I mean, let's have a look at that then. What is the
Threshold is 6, I believe,
6?
which means that you can use a single one and not actually you can't fail. You still have to roll because you can roll a 9, but you can't fail.
Does that sound alright with you, GM?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to be rolling its 1d10 plus my willpower.
Yes.
You can do
There
it!
you go. That's fine.
Okay, that's a half action.
Yep, and then you can use a half action to shoot.
Okay, so I need to roll ballistic skill.
Yes.
Any modifier? Well, no.
Nope. Well, and no, never mind.
Okay.
No modifiers.
1.6 success.
Nice.
Okay.
Then roll some damage.
Damage!
Okay.
And that is...
Let's see, where's the damage according to my weapons? 1d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can re-roll that if you want.
Okay.
Because you have that.
Yep.
Also, you hit it in 43, which is the body.
Okay. We will. A bit better.
Be better.
Okay. Any penetration to that weapon?
No.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so this servitor
Oh, I get an idea.
begins walking forward surprisingly fast. Toward you guys. Where in the central chamber would you like to be when combat started? Because we didn't specify that when combat started.
Ping where the servitor is in the central
Okay.
chamber.
Makes sense. So the servitor was standing there.
Yes. Where's the black or the purple? Sorry, thingamabob.
The vortex is straight in the center.
Okay.
Where were the servitor?
It was...
And Medea's probably over here.
Through
No.
the wall.
That would mean that she ran through the wall, which
What wall?
the black wall it's standing up against.
What?
No, Medea doesn't look like she's she's run through a wall for me. She's in.
No, she's moved back now.
Not anymore,
Oh.
no, but she was all the way
There.
over.
She was
Okay.
here. a minute ago.
No, I weren't. I've always been in here.
I didn't see that.
Get your
on-
eyes fixed.
on my screen, you
The
were
interface is screwing
deep
with
in the
us.
green section.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you. Well, we saw. That's what we saw. Okay, this is. It's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
So where is Francesca in relation to us all then? Because she appears to still be in the corridor.
I would say probably over here. So fairly close to the central thingy.
To the swirling
Yes,
vortex
fairly
surrounding.
close to that, but not. Probably a little closer to it, like so. But that's about
Right.
it. Yeah, there.
Okay. Cool. What it does is run at Sister Francesca. It
No,
won't
it's okay.
reach her in this turn. It's
No.
a very large room. But next turn, unless Sister Francesca moves, it'll reach
Yes.
her.
It's very. But actually, she has an idea for what to do here.
Okay.
So yeah.
Medea, you're up.
All right. No, I'm down.
Up, down, left, right,
Swing it all around.
with her shins.
All right, the other's shooting at it. It's free game now. Let's just see. I had to see. The burst was +10, weren't it?
Yes, that's 10.
I'll use that then.
Okay.
Oh my!
What's happening?
Joan is repositioning.
Nope.
Missed.
Would you like to re-roll that test?
When you say it like that, yes, please.
It's entirely up to you. Oh, wow.
Hey, look at that!
So
I hit it in 4.
that's
That's
3
the
bullets that hit.
In
Because
the
you
head.
took
That's
the
all
burst.
3 bullets.
Well, okay,
Pretty good.
indeed.
9, 7, 11.
Okay,
So 26.
so there is this fancy table. Where did
No.
you hit?
4.
Oh,
I rolled a 4. I can't.
okay, so that's
get it all
40.
down.
And
All right,
what,
40.
what
That's
is-
40.
That's body. So body, arm, head. Okay. I have this fancy table where if you have
Yeah.
multiple hits, then they hit different places on the body. Okay. So and your damage was insane.
It was 27.
Well,
Okay.
it's split out over 3 different hits,
Yeah,
so
but
it has
together
to
it's
subtract
20.
toughness and so on for each of them.
Okay, so this creature runs toward Sister Francesca, and Medea unleashes a volley of bullets, and it actually the force is big enough that it has to take a few steps to the side due to the impact, and Sister Francesca, you see sparks flying from this flesh thing
Yes.
that's fused into the chassis.
Yes.
And with that, it's actually your turn.
Well, here's what I wanted to know. Because this is a possibility we might be able to maximize. So I want to move so that in order for it to continue to charge me, it has to charge through the purple shit and hopefully knock the woman out of it.
Well, she's a bit further up than it would.
Yeah, but if I sprint
Hmm.
so that, for example, there we go. If I sprint somewhat in, this general direction up here, then that thing has to come after me.
Sure.
and through the blue shit, purple shit.
It would. It would.
That's the idea, because if it can knock, it will also put more distance between it and me, meaning it might take it an extra turn to actually reach me. But in the very least, I'm hoping that it might do something to the either knocking the woman out of this purple vortex, or maybe for it to at least fall into the vortex. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So I move up here-ish or something, I guess.
Sure. So you start moving through some of the holding pens in the.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see if it has the desired effect. Where's my dice bag?
It was already charging me, so that's what I'm hoping. But obviously, it might do something else. I never know.
No.
In which case, I've just wasted a round running.
It could happen.
It can. It's fine.
Unfortunately for Sister Francesca, as you start moving through these holding pens that you move through, it changes direction and instead focuses its mindless attention on Akalon.
I knew you were going to say that.
Howard, damn it. Okay, put the thing down and I'll try something else.
Tim, do you want the honors?
Yes. Let's see if we can do a better job this time.
Please kill it. I don't want to be made into psychic paste.
Are you sure?
Yes,
2
I'm quite
degrees
sure.
of headshot success.
Cool.
So
Let's see some damage
roll
then.
This 1d10 plus 5, and that's with 1 pen. 14.
Ooh.
So the thing starts lumbering toward Akalon. And it's almost reached him by the time you fire off your round. And its head explodes. The walker thing, tumbles to the ground. It's lying just in front of Akalon.
That's for making me miss the first one.
Outstanding accuracy, Tim. Nice shot.
He sends you a sheepish smile because he just did admit that he missed the first shot against it.
Yes, but the second one was an excellent shot.
So here's what you notice. We'll stay in turn order because this purple vortex that Sister Francesca is actually standing beneath at this point, roughly, a bit to the side, starts shooting arcs of energy throughout the room, aiming these arcs at the remaining walker servitors.
Uh-oh.
No.
They sputter into some kind of mockery of life, and Akalon, it's your
How
turn.
many of them are there?
There are 4 of them.
And Akalon, you said.
Yes, it's your turn.
Right.
Why don't we just shoot the lady in the middle?
We were,
Because we have an
We're not
order to
supposed
bring her
to.
back alive if at all possible.
and so far it's not been proven to be impossible to handle this without killing her. So there's 3 of them.
I have an idea for what to do next.
I think Akalon will still move away from the one that's dead, and I don't know whether to shoot one, because if I shoot one, that might provoke it. But
You can wait out your turn.
yeah, I think what will happen is he'll still move. I'll move slightly over here.
Sure.
And then just say, without wishing to presume, I'm open to suggestions.
Right.
And in my turn there.
Okay. Medea, your turn.
For a moment there, she just looks at the lady in the middle with a, yeah, but it's easier to survive with her dead-ish look. And then she just crosses her arms with a, yeah, but if I do that, I'll probably lose my head anyway. Fine.
Good point.
So you're not doing anything about the ones that are about to attack us?
Well, you said you had an idea, so it better be very bright, doesn't it?
Sure.
Okay. So, just like in other systems, there you do have the opportunity to delay your action or ready an action. It's similar to what we know in Pathfinder as also readying in action and delaying. Those are options.
Should have realised that.
Where are the four that's going to sputter to life?
I've marked them with small red boxes at the edges.
Also, it wouldn't have made much of a difference if you had delayed Achelon because you were the last in the round.
That's true. That is really true.
There's no red boxes.
Then
I can see them.
I
think you may have to update your screen.
Working on it. Working on it.
Yeah.
It takes a little while. Yay! Yeah. I have good news.
You can see them.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I see on a white background.
Yay.
Okay.
Try refreshing again.
So when you say good news, I'm still waiting for those good news.
Well, I can see them now. It's the only thing I see, but I see them now.
Okay.
Yay, colors!
Yay, okay, cool. So I'm going to assume that means you can see everything now.
Yeah.
Good.
We are fucked. Well, I'm gonna shoot at the one nearest me then.
Makes sense. Makes absolute.
Because screw that thing.
Yep.
I want it dead before it starts moving.
That makes all the sense in the world.
And I really want it dead. Very dead, please.
So
it's a full burst.
Okay. Plus 20.
Cool also.
Burning right.
Very nice. That's
5 in all, yes.
What can we say? Medea is a murder machine.
You didn't notice?
We really did not expect much of her, and she's pulled through so spectacularly with this.
So it gets.
I expected quite a lot. Guns are awesome.
Wow.
Never doubt the Inquisitor.
Ooh!
Oh, look at that.
Yay, let's see if you can hit on the second attack roll.
Is that with the same?
No, that's without modifiers. That's just your basic roll.
All right.
You can roll your another damage on top of that.
And that's just a regular D10?
Yeah.
Yes, that's just a D10.
6.
Okay, so that's 6.
19.
19 in all. Yep. And then 4 more. Yep.
Aww.
Okay,
you need to the following there. There are 2 more 10s. Oh, right. Those are 10s all in all.
Yeah,
right.
but
yeah.
Okay, so 5, 19, 24, 34, 44, 48, and that is 5 bullets. Okay.
That is 5 bullets, yeah.
And what's the penetration? 0?
None.
Okay.
Still none.
I'll remember eventually.
You'll remember eventually.
I promise. Oh,
she can't penetrate. She's not a man.
Okay.
There's equipment for that.
Please have some.
But she doesn't have that equipment.
Have some respect for the lesbian in the group, please.
Thank you.
They are also capable of using tools.
No, shut up!
Yes, please.
Anyway.
Like the lesbian has a good penetration, though.
Can we please stop this line of conversation right around now?
You started it.
Yeah, but you continued it. Yes. I think Francesco and Achelon should turn their guns on the other two.
Hey!
Anyway, what happens is you fire a volley at this thingamajig Bob-ish thing, this Walker Servitor.
Don't kill Bob.
And all of
I'm gonna fucking kill Bob if I want to kill Bob.
half of the bullets hit the thing, and sparks fly everywhere. But it keeps lumbering toward you, and I hear reveal that it is indeed going toward Medea. Sister Francesca,
Yeah. Well,
you have a plan?
What? Sorry.
You have a plan?
I have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
which involves my new, my expenditure of XP. So
Oh.
Francesca looks up at this purple shit going on pretty much right next to her, as I understand it.
Yeah, and a bit above her, yeah.
And a bit above her,
Yep.
admittedly, yes. And she just says to everyone around her, says, "You might not want to watch." And then with a loud exclamation of her personal motto, "Fiat voluntas Dei Imperator," meaning the will of the God Emperor be done, she bursts into light. Not just a glow like last time, but full-on daylight just streaming from her.
Okay.
And if she's close enough, and that's the point to that thing, it should hurt whatever the demon shit in there is quite badly.
Yeah, let's have a look at Holy Light, shall we?
Probably also going to hurt the woman hanging in front of it, but, you know, needs muster and the devil drives.
The devil Clive?
Drives.
Oh, I like Clive. He's a good devil.
Here you go, it's on page 105.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the radius of this thing? Looking at blah blah blah, this doesn't...
Within 5 meters,
burns
it
those
says.
touched by the wolves. Oh, there it is. Within 5 meters. Yeah, and the warp vortex is absolutely within 5 meters.
Yeah.
Or its edge is, at least. It's
Well,
a
that's
huge
enough,
thing. But
obviously,
anyway,
yes.
Yeah. So basically what happens, as I understand it, is that Sister Francesca becomes a beacon of holy light.
Yes.
And this light touches the vortex, which results in an otherworldly scream coming from within this the purple energy.
Yeah. The power of the Emperor compels you! Sorry, I had to.
In addition to that scream, however, there's perhaps it's caused by the scream itself. There's a burst of sonic energy that washes out from it, and I would like you all to give me a toughness test.
Right.
Screw you, Heine.
Aww.
I love you too, AJ.
Oh, I actually make it!
Woo!
I'm surprised!
22.
I
Tim?
don't. I'm not surprised.
I want all
Akalon
degree.
doesn't
I'm
either.
actually much surprised.
Okay.
Yep, me as well. Awesome.
So, Tim and Akalon failed. Do you want to re-roll, or...
I think having only one fate point left, it would be a good idea to save it, or am I mistaken?
You can still burn fate points that you have spent,
Oh.
but...
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, why not reroll it then?
Okay.
I mean, I have them to use them, right?
Exactly.
Yay!
Okay.
Rerolling actually worked for once.
And Akalon, I'm assuming
It's a
you won't
wondrous
be
thing.
re-rolling. Akalon?
If you are there, Chris, you might have muted.
True, I might have muted actually. All those things I said that you didn't hear. It's so irritating. Did I spend? I think I did spend a fate point earlier, didn't I?
Yes.
And I
How
did
many
get.
do you have in all?
I only had 2, so I only got 1 left.
Okay. Well,
Well, since we're not in initiative, we're not. Are we still in initiative?
yes.
Yes,
are.
we are most
Yes, I can't-
definitely
it's not my
still
turn.
in
It's not,
initiative.
it's not my turn yet. So, in that case, I'll go on. Might as well.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, I suppose.
Mm.
Wishy-washy.
Mhm.
Try one more time. It failed!
Well, fair enough. You tried at least.
Okay,
That means
so
Akalon is the only one who doesn't succeed.
yep,
Oh, Christ.
and Akalon feels all vessels within his body, and especially within his skull, fracture and burst. And he takes...
Yikes! That sounds deadly.
Well, it doesn't have to be. He takes 8 points of... That is that energy damage? Or what is that? Or does it...
Yes,
Inner
it would be if it's
bleeding
Sonic,
damage?
it's energy. If
Yeah,
it's
then-
energy,
then it's
if
energy
it's Sonic,
damage.
it's energy.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, and there's nothing.
I assume armor doesn't work, but toughness.
Armor doesn't work, but yeah, but toughness does.
Let's see.
subtract.
Toughness, I have, so it's 3 degrees, so it's
Okay,
becomes
5.
5.
It's 5
Yes.
points of damage. Yes.
And
becomes you.
Sister Francesca, you now have the undivided attention of all 4 of these Walker servitors.
No doubt that I do, but I have spent half an action on this,
Yep.
so I have another half action,
Yes.
and that means this one over there, which is, as I can see, the closest one,
Yes.
is going to have the privilege of getting fired at.
Cool.
It gets a burst.
Sure.
I don't understand
19.
why you get the attention though.
So I hit-
Come on.
I hit 91, and I don't know if it then spreads away from 91.
What did you hit? What?
I hit I hit both rounds, but it's the first shot hits area 91.
Oh, okay.
You had
cool.
that nice
Yep.
thingy-mabob, yes.
And 91 is what? Which hit location is that?
It should be a leg, I think. Let me just
Yes,
check.
it's the right leg.
Yes.
Okay, so leg. So,
Actually, it's the left leg on your...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but anyway, yeah, both hit in the
in
leg.
the leg.
So
Okay, no, there's a chance I can blow the bleeding thing off. Let's see. Woo! Let me see if I can hit a second time around.
sure,
37, I could.
cool.
Okay, fair enough. So that's 10 plus 5 plus another 4. So that's 19 with 4 points of penetration.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is... That is a 9 plus 5 is 14 with 4 in penetration.
Okay. So the thing remains standing and continues to move toward Sister Francesca. Tim.
This is a tough.
Well, let's see if we can't headshot it again then.
Yeah, I think that might be the only way to take the damn things down. Hit the squishy bits.
Ugh.
Hit that
I
brain
don't
cavity.
hit the squishy bits.
No, you don't.
Or maybe I hit the wrong squishy bits. I don't know.
Another possibility.
The unimportant squishy bits.
These are no longer in service.
Well, I'm assuming that you can do enough damage to their extremities to eventually remove them, but that's probably
Sure,
going to take
sure.
insane amounts of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Akalon.
Yep. I suppose I can use this. I can use the psychic power lucky again, can I?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you feel lucky?
Punk.
I do, as a matter of fact. Thank you.
Let's see. You need to roll your willpower plus 1d10 then.
Yes, I do, and I'm going to.
You feel lucky? You're so lucky.
Ooh,
that's a 9.
that is a 9. Yay!
Christ. All right.
Yay!
You're so happy, aren't
I'm
you?
so
Yes,
happy today.
Considering where we are, yes, I can see why.
So, psychic phenomena.
Give me a 1d100, please. And
What
I'm
if he
going.
doesn't
I'm going
wanna-
to add something to that. I'm not
Are
going to
you?
tell you what.
Are you indeed? 72.
72.
You might want to also consider maybe subtracting a little for what I'm doing.
Possibly.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that. There is this God's damned
Pulsating beacon
of
wholeness.
Iki.
Yes. This power of the anathema. It's yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yes. How badly am I going to die?
what? You're not going to die. Don't worry, and you're not even going to experience a peril of the warp. What does happen? I rolled a phenomenon named Warp Madness. A violent ripple of discord causes all creatures within 2d10 meters. Let's see who might be close enough.
Don't
Probably-
think I am.
No. Tim, you might be caught you might be caught in.
Yeah,
in
if you
this
roll something like Max, it should be within
ripple
his
of discord. Yeah, let's see how I roll.
Wanna.
Well. Okay. Well, you're not caught in the blast, and nor is the Psyker. This is everyone except the Psyker. So
Lucky.
nothing negative happens, but Acalon, if you so please, how does this warp madness manifest in game? What does it look like?
Oh God. Oh goodness me! I don't. Don't know
Well,
actually.
I could imagine something like the shimmering over a very hot road,
Yeah.
rolling away from you,
Yeah, and
accompanied
probably
by maddened, cackling, laughing ickiness.
I love it. Yeah.
half screaming, half laughing. Yes.
Yeah. As is the demon way. Way.
It comes.
And of course, Acalon feels this. He's just not affected by it mechanically.
Mm-hmm.
But he is lucky until the next round.
Yeah, he is. He made his power roll, so yeah.
Yes.
What do?
What do? What
Shooty.
else? What else is there but to shooty? I'm gonna go for. And good question. Do I go for one that's already been shot at, that's already been weakened, or do I go for one that's fresh and?
That is indeed the question. So, just for reference, the
I'm
two that
pretty
have been
much-
shot at are this one and
That one.
this one.
Yes. Well, that one's sort of got Francesca in the way, and it's quite a far way off.
Mhm.
This one and this one are pretty much equidistant from Acalon.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go with the one that's already been damaged on this side. How far away actually is that?
Well,
Let's say if he's 20, then 60 meters-ish. The room
60 meters.
doesn't quite, as I've described it, doesn't quite scale with the rest of the facility, but
No.
we'll just hand wave that.
60 meters
60
in that case. Then I need to roll this with a minus 10 penalty.
Yes.
So let me just bring it up. Ballistic skill. Modifier minus 10. Minus 6.1 degrees of success. I could reroll that. Well,
yeah, you have your lucky reroll.
I have my lucky reroll. Will it be a lucky reroll? Though? That's the
You
question.
can try.
So the same roll again.
Okay.
And the same penalty, I assume, applies.
Yes.
See if I do any better.
Or worse.
No,
Well, it's better, but it's not good enough.
No, you still miss, but not quite as
Egregiously.
Massively.
Exactly.
I don't, for example, clip the target by mistake.
Nope. And so these thingies, these walker servitors, lumber toward Francesca. And why the hell did I make them so small?
I
So
don't know,
Is he
make them bigger.
hurt? Oh no, they're growing!
no, they're not growing. It's just so I can actually handle them on the screen.
Well, while you're doing that,
Mhm.
maybe this ominous tone would be a good place to have our second break.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll just have our last break of the evening, and we'll be right back.